Yeah. No, just selfless basketball out there, playing the right way. I was telling the guys in the locker room, I just like how we didn't panic in those last 4 minutes. We stayed poised, and they made their runs, but we made everything tough. It just felt good to get this debut out of the way. Just been a long 96 hours, barely any sleep sometimes, and just packing my stuff up. It was the first time I ever got traded in the middle of the season, so it's new for me. But I'm excited that I'm here, and just keep things rolling now.
After just one practice, why do you think it looked so smooth and so comfortable for you?
I think just our approach. We were going to make mistakes anyway tonight. So the first game, I just wanted to make sure, and I think my teammates wanted to make sure, the coaching staff wanted to make sure that just we didn't feel any pressure. And I think the most important thing that we stressed as a team was just don't force the ball to me. We talked about that as a squad where, we just want to play natural basketball. Always have to come to me. You could play off me. I could play off the ball. I can cut. So they're just getting used to playing with me and just seeing how many open shots I can create for them and the double teams that are coming. So our rotations are just getting better. And then I'm sure when number 77 gets back, it'll be even more enjoyable to see and play out there.
Kyrie, was the most obvious way that was represented was, you just, for most of the game, not taking the ball off the court?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I love playing off the ball. I love playing with the ball in my hands. When a few of my teammates can alleviate me of those duties, it feels good. Just getting to my spot and knowing that the defensive mentality of other teams is just be aggressive, get the ball out of my hands at times. So I was just trying to beat the traps and just make smart plays, smart decisions. Luckily, it went our way tonight.
What is your assessment of the team? You've seen it from afar. Now you're part of it.
Yeah, I've had nothing but good things to say, great things to say about the Dallas Mavericks, even when we played them early in the season. This is a well-coached team. They've had some success in the past, and this is a well-run organization. So for me, they just told me to just be myself and just come in and play basketball at a high level. So it's pretty easy.
Kyrie, what do you envision what you guys can accomplish, knowing the dynamic has so many different options as far as how you play and everything?
Yeah, I know we're going to get that question asked often, just what can we accomplish, and I just want to take it one day at a time. That's all we can control, man. Just get everybody healthy, get everybody focused, and staying on course.
Kyrie, in regards to the transition to your new team, you played with some superstars before.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to make the transition easier? And what do you think makes Luka different compared to other teammates you have in the past?
Yeah, no, I just think Luka's been playing professionally for so long that he's seen almost every defense. When I was his age at 16 years old, I wasn't playing professionally. So his childhood of growing up within this professional game has been different than others. And to see his success at such a young age, I'm not really surprised, sort of say, because I know a lot of hard work goes on behind that. And for me to be a part of a team, his team, it's just. It just makes sense, and it's just we can flow into things that I don't think we necessarily have to talk about. It's just being with another special player on the court and having fun out there. In terms of our team aspect and what we can build, the poise, that's most important. Just the poise. Just don't overthink anything and just have fun.
Talk about your leadership. Tonight it was obvious that you were in control out there. When Luka gets back, talk about that team leadership dynamic.
Yeah, no, I think it's just going to be spread out. But obviously, when Luka's in that first quarter, he leads the league in first quarter scoring. So we know he's going to be ultra aggressive. And throughout the game, I just try to, I don't want to say pace myself, but just try to read the game at a very high level and let the defense make mistakes first and then try to impose my will when needed. When we got a few possessions that were bad or a few turnovers, got a few post-ups, slowed the game down, and just waited for different options to open up. So we stay patient.
You were up 19 and went down to 1
Mm-hmm.
Several times, but you never relented. What were you thinking there?
It's 2023 in the NBA. I don't think any 20-point lead is safe, as opposed to maybe 8 years ago, 10 years ago, where the game would kind of be done and guys would just be going up and down. There wasn't as much scoring, but it's so many high-scoring guys in our league, so many guys that get to the free throw line. You never know what can happen. So whether we're up 19 or whether we're up 15 or 25, I just know that in this league, no lead is safe. Teams are going to make runs. We're playing against the best players in the world, so the key is not to panic and just stay poised. And I feel like we did that as often as we could when the game looked like it could go either way.
You arrived yesterday at the practice and everything, but
It was a big milestone set yesterday in this arena for LeBron James. I was wondering if you were able to witness this here or on TV and what your reaction was.
Yeah, I was in my room. It was kind of weird because it was right across the street, while history's taking place. So I'm over here telling my friends like we're literally within feet of history, but we're not in the building. But all in all, I just enjoy seeing him celebrate himself in those moments where a lot of the hard work that doesn't necessarily get talked about or seen by others is on full display. And I got a chance to play 3 special years with him. So it's a celebration from me and my family to him, and to witness history like that within the game that's so special to all of us in this room and people all around the world. We should acknowledge when greatness is in front of us. And I know we have all the superlatives for LeBron, and, you got the stands on one side and you got the real supporters on one side. So I think it's just great for the game that we can all come together collectively to celebrate somebody accomplishing something like that.
Tyler said in Cleveland that he and LeBron had those conversations with him. Did you and LeBron ever have those conversations about him becoming this?
No, but I mean, it's pretty easy to tell what he was going after playing with him. And that's when I felt like we were at our best, when he was aggressive like that. And I'm glad that he can put some of the haters to rest, saying that he's not one of the greatest scorers, or if not the greatest scorer of all time. The stats prove it.
When you play your first game with a new team, as you've done a few times, how is that different from any other game? Is it kind of like the first day of school, nervous, anxious? How's it different?
Yeah, just natural nerves. I was talking to my wife after the game, and she was just asking me, "Are you okay? Are you good?" She could tell in my face that I had just had a lot of emotions going on. I do my best to not hide them, but just flow through them, throughout the game. I just don't want to be distracted by how big the moment is or what I think my game will be like that night. I just want to hoop and just be out there having fun.
You do a lot for women hoopers such as Juju, and I know you're really partaking a lot in the W. Do you see any upcoming plans for you and women? And also, do you think that girls will have a chance in the future to enter the W earlier?
I believe that is on the way. The age limit. I think it's going to be one heck of a historical moment when we get one of our ladies drafted at 18, 19 years old, and maybe even 17 years old. I don't know when it's going to change per se, but I'm definitely one of the guys pushing for it behind the scenes. I think our ladies, just like everyone else, should have access to their dream a lot sooner. The NCAA has their own thing going on, but if you could get to the W and be living out your dream every single day and getting better, I don't see why not. As long as you have a great group of people around you that support you unconditionally, anything's possible. But there are definitely plans in the future that I have with our ladies. I'm always working, I'm always crafting, always just consulting and just being selfless in my approach. This is passed on from me, from my sister. Now I have my daughter. I have plenty of queens around me that I have to take care of. So it's my responsibility and my duty to stand up for them and be there regardless of what they need and speak up. So they do the same for me, so it's equal.
Yesterday you look forward to talking to him in person rather than TV. Have you had a chance to spend much time with him since he's gotten to LA?
It's been 4 hours, man. He just popped into the locker room. Again, there's no pressure for us to sit down and chop it up all the time. I've been in this business for 12 years now, 11 years now. When I see somebody that has that special talent, you just got to get to know them first. I don't want to force anything on them or try to, do anything is out of my norm.
What kind of statement?
Jason and a couple of your teammates were saying that it seemed like you very quickly trusted your teammates out there. What made you able to do that, even though you haven't been playing?
I think just a lot of sparring sessions I had in the summertime playing with different teammates as well. I played with a few guys, this summer that really helped acclimate me to any role that I potentially can see. And this was, when I was getting ready to play for the Nets. So now that I'm traded here, it's just seamless. I'm a coach's son. My dad was my coach for 4 years before I went into the AAU circuit. So he taught me a lot about the little nuances of the game and just playing with other special talents and how much of a respect you garner when you can just go out on the court and really make it look easy with guys that you barely know, right, per se. But I think a few people, if they do research in this room, Reggie Bullock is the same high school class as me. Timmy Hardaway Jr., I've been seeing him in Miami since he was in high school. Christian Wood, I knew in the summertime, just playing with him. So Theo being in Brooklyn, we have familiar relationships is what I'm saying. It's just putting the ball in the hoop and getting defensive stops is the simple ingredients that we focus on. Everything else will handle itself.
Obviously, the big news today.
Yeah, you can. Okay, go ahead. Let's go. Let's get to it.
He's going to the Sun, reportedly. You referred to one of your best friends. You guys had some successful years in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you guys are in the same conference now.
Yep.
Just your thoughts on the overall thing.
Well, it's not the first time we'll be in competition as brothers. I'm just praying for his happiness and praying for his well-being. We had a lot of conversations throughout the year of, what our futures were going to look like. There was still a level of uncertainty, but we just cared about seeing each other be places that we can thrive, and whether that be together or whether that be apart. There's never been one moment where I felt like he's been angry at me for decisions I've made, or I've been angry at him. We've just tried to understand each other a lot better and grow as human beings, grow as brothers. His business changes so quickly. He's getting a little bit older. I'm getting a little bit older. I just love the competition now that we can be in the same conference, and I welcome all that. Get to see him a little bit more, probably playing against Phoenix a lot more. And
with the offense being simplified tonight, since you're new to the team, what actions do you think work best, and what helps you kind of succeed against the Clippers defense?
J Kidd just put me in positions, and then my teammates just talking to me. Just real simple stuff.
You've never been through a situation like these last few days being traded in season. When you are going to think back to this game, your first game here, what's going to be like the most memorable moment, or the most notable thing that's going to stand out to you?
I think the most memorable moment for me is just waking up this rising of this AM and just throwing on a Mavericks T-shirt before I go to shoot around, or just seeing all the Mavericks gear that's in my room now. It doesn't change for me in my heart as an NBA fan growing up. I have so much loyalty to all the teams, but per se, it's just you never think that within your career as a player that you would end up playing in the Western Conference, something new, playing for the Dallas Mavericks, something new, new teammates, something new, and then just things happen in a matter of 72 hours so quick. I'm in my first game, and it could be awkward, but I just dove straight in this AM and just said, I'm going to play my best tonight, regardless if it looks really, really good or whether or not I'm off tonight. I just want to get this debut done so I can move forward.
Thank you, Kyrie, for the time. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.